go back to Schulenburg, we'd go to the graveyard and put flowers on the grave, on whoever was there. I don't remember who was there. I guess Mom and Daddy's family.
When you were how old? Little?
Well, even I think Jack went with us one time. It was probably somebody was probably buried at that time there, and we went around.
Where's your mom buried?
I think she's buried in Houston, but there's a plot in Schulenburg. Dinah would know where it is.
Where's Otto buried?
Wherever Mama is. But I remember when we'd go to, even when I was little, I remember going to the graveyard in Schulenburg. It was out in the country, you know. It was fenced in so the cattle couldn't get and eat the flowers. And it was...
You had cattle that wanted to eat flowers. Those are pretty nice cattle.
That was good stuff for them. Better than the weeds, I guess.
Yep. Oh, they're planting flowers. Let's go over here.
Hurry quick.
Oh, shit. They put a fence up. Now we just have to look at them. Moo.
Knock the fence down.
Oh, but here's Belinda. Giving us fruit and flowers.
Uh-huh.
That was different 30 years later.
Mm-hmm. I hope she's happy. I think she is.
I didn't mean to bring that up again. We were talking about something else.
Yeah, she's got her own. She's, is it Glenn that said she dances to a different drummer or something like that. She's got her own. And I think she got a lot of that from Jack was independent, but he was also family oriented. Oh well, each his own. As long as she's happy. And I think she is. I think she enjoys where she's living and the people she's living with. And you can't do nothing about it if she's the only one that can do something. But if she don't want to. I think she's really happy in her lifestyle. Guess it's a good thing she never had kids. Because then I might have to say something. She probably would have made a good mama. Been
Yeah, I think she would be.
very she'd been strict, but liberal. If there's such a thing.
No, I know what you mean.
But I think she had the background to know what's right and wrong. good and bad. And I think she's happy the way she is. Because I think she'd do something if she wasn't. I don't know what she'd do. I've never met her boyfriend.
They've been together about, what, 8 or 10 years now?
Mm-hmm.
A long time.
But every time we've been to to visit her, he's not around. And I don't remember ever seeing any pictures of him.
But I don't think you've been back to try to visit her since they've been together.
Yeah.
Have you gone to see her in the last 10 years?
Yeah.
When?
Who did I go with? Yeah,
Adam?
probably.
Adam's been dead for 9 years. Can you believe that?
He was a good guy.
He's a very good guy. Mm-hmm. He adored you. He was a gentleman.
He was a first-class gentleman from the old days. Mm-hmm. He was a good man. Too bad he didn't live longer.
Well, he lived to 80.
I know it.
He was robbing the cradle when he found you.
Yeah.
You were like 10 years younger. I was like, all right. He was just pumping gas. It's like, I knew this Jaguar was going to pay off one day. Look at this chick.
But he was young at heart.
Yep.
He always liked to go and do
And he had, we've all got a past. Mm-hmm. And he had made some mistakes, haven't we all? But man, the time that we knew him, mm-hmm. He was an outstanding gentleman.
He was. He knew how to be a gentleman from the old days. He was a good guy. I wonder what was her name? The daughter. Laura.
Abigail wants your attention.
What are you doing, pretty kitty? What you want? What that baby
I want to sit in your lap.
Well, come here. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, I guess I have to pick you up. Huh? Yeah. Oh, you're so soft.
Laura?
Hmm?
Laura? Or
Loretta was a good one, but she died.
Loretta died. You know, it seemed like, of course, she went young, but
yeah.
At the time,
she was
I don't remember either. She was only 44.
Yeah. I don't remember what she died of.
Didn't she just go to sleep and not wake up?
I don't remember. She was in the hospital. I remember going to the hospital to see her.
Loretta was in the hospital?
Mm-hmm.
She didn't have any kind of illness, no kind of extended thing where she was getting treatment. I thought it was very sudden. I thought she went to sleep and didn't wake up.
Loretta and Laura were just total opposites.
That's what I was just thinking about. And they were only 2 years apart, right?
I think so. But they didn't look anything alike.
And then didn't Laura try to screw Adam out of a bunch of stuff?
Yeah. And he knew about it too before he died. Yeah.
But he would, I mean, he was kind of, yeah, so he kind of put up with it for a while.
Mm-hmm. She didn't mean to do that.
She got ugly.
She was.
Didn't she cut him off?
Yeah.
Because he wouldn't give her the house or something?
Mm-hmm.
He owned the two houses together?
He owned it. It was a house. Loretta lived in the garage apartment, and Laura lived in the house because Laura had kids and Loretta didn't. But they lived there. You know, never paid rent or anything. And he supported them most of the time. And yet she was just such a bitch. And wanted more.
I thought there were two houses. I thought Adam bought the house like right next door. Am I remembering this wrong? Which is entirely possible.
His house, they were in the same neighborhood, just a block apart.
And he owned both houses.
Mm-hmm. And the one that Laura lived in had a garage apartment that Loretta lived in. And Laura or Loretta never paid for anything. Anything that was needed, he paid for. He fixed everything. They needed a new washing machine. They got a new washing machine. You know, he just...
Taxes,
everything. And then
lawn maintenance.
Mm-hmm.
From A to Z.
Yeah. Right. They were just rotten kids. And, you know, the boys weren't like that.
Eddie
and Don. I guess that's what, you know, that's the way the Spanish, they doted on the daughters.
I don't know that, maybe you're right. But I don't know that I can chalk it up to any kind of cultural thing. I mean, every family's different, you know. Every dad, families are screwed up. The dynamics of families are just crazy. So who knows why?
Isn't that true? Yes. But they got all the eyes closed. Yes.
So have you heard from Eddie?
When was the last time I talked to him?
He was pretty good about keeping up with you for a while.
He would call every so often. He hadn't called in a while. Maybe I just hadn't been there. I never think to listen to the messages. And after, like, now I've been gone for a while, I'll think on the way home, listen to the message. But then I don't think about it for weeks.
Right.
So.
Well,
They were good.
maybe I can help with this. We can call people. You want to call Eddie tomorrow?
Maybe, maybe not.
Fair enough. I'm exactly the same way. There's people that I'd like to hear from or get back in touch with. But then when it comes down to it, you go, you want to call him? I'm like shy all of a sudden.
And I think, well, they could call me.
I bet he would love to hear from you. Eddie even came over here. I finally met him after all these years.
He was a nice guy. Don was too, but Don was totally different from Eddie.
How so?
Well, Eddie was responsible and Don was just a party. You know, he was nice. He was always good to me. But he was just, you know, he never, always borrowing money and because he would blow his.
Borrowing money.
Mm-hmm. And Eddie was, you know, Eddie had He had a very nice house and cars and a job. I don't know where Don worked. Eddie worked.
He was with the railroad.
Yeah.
And didn't they have that place before he got divorced? Didn't they live? It was like on the east side of 45 across from the Woodlands. It's in that neighborhood where Jana and I looked at land
Yeah.
20 years ago.
It was a big lot in a big house.
Yep.
Uh-oh. No, I don't think it's supposed to. Okay, go. Get down there.
So does Eddie, do you think Eddie gets along with Laura?
No. I don't think any of them got along with Laura toward the end. Because she wanted everything. She expected everything.
How did Eddie take the news of Sheila?
Very good. Because he was grown when he found out.
Yeah, I mean, it was...
Yeah. It wasn't that long ago that he found out. But I don't think he keeps in touch with Sheila. Or he didn't last time I talked to Sheila.
How do you think Laura took the news?
Oh, not good. I think she was jealous. That would make her not as important if there was another daughter in the family.
And Adam Jr., what's his name?
Don.
Don. How did he take the news?
I don't remember. Eddie took it pretty good, I think. I mean, as well as, it's a shock.
Yeah.
Your daddy had a whole another family.
Yep.
But Sheila was so good about not telling. She could have told him long ago, but she didn't until Adam was ready.
We didn't know them for very long.
And Sheila.
Sheila and Vic.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't her husband named Vic? He was a dickhead. I didn't like him.
He was very arrogant. He was wealthy and
Manipulative, controlling. He had a bunch of problems, I think.
probably,
Now, he made a bunch of money
yeah.
because he, was...
He was a shyster.
Well, he took advantage of a moment, took an opportunity. He saw an opportunity and took it with his video company when the first Super Bowl was here. And I mean, there was a lot of stuff that he was doing that was impressive about providing video services. But underneath that, he wasn't a good person.
Mm-mm.
He was a very bad person.
I wasn't around him that much. I didn't. I liked Eddie. And I liked Don. But Don was a user. Eddie was...
Mooch?
Yeah. Eddie was, he went out and he worked for what he got. Don was always, I just need a little help, just a little more help, just a little more help.
When's the last time you talked to him? 20 years ago. Mm-hmm. Or...
Jack died.
Adam.
Adam died.
2010. So, 9 years ago.
Eddie's wife, I liked her. She was very outspoken and told him what she thought, but she was a good person. And Don,
But didn't they get divorced? Eddie and his wife? Because when he came over here, he introduced us to somebody
yes,
new. It was a totally new person.
And they were married. They just got married.
They had just got, that's right. It's coming back to me now.
Yeah.
She was really nice.
Forgot about that. I don't, Don was married and divorced. I don't know whether he married again or I hadn't heard anything about him. Don was he was always needed something. And Eddie was always, Eddie was self-sufficient and did well.
Took care of his own business. And that's Abigail. She can do that.
She can be up there.
She won't pee up there. She goes up there to sleep. You can fuss at her if you want to.
Abigail.
Won't do no good. Fuss at her. Is that you fussing? Yeah. Come on, fuss at her. Show me your fussing.
Abigail, you better come down here.
Come on. Tell her you're going to cut a switch. No. Say it like you mean it.
They knew when I meant it.
Abigail.
I don't.
Yeah, you know what she's saying right now? Yeah, come on up the stairs, fat man.
Show me.
Come get me. Let's see how much you mean it.
I'm waiting on you.
Abigail, Jean. She's in her egg pose.
Oh.
Get down here. Get down here. Come on. Mama. Look, she's fighting it every step of the way. Literally every step.
I'll sit down right here, and as soon as you sit down, I'll roll back up.
Sit on my toe.
I guess it's time to go to bed.
Oh, she's dead.
They're just so sweet.